So, okay, so we heard from Steve. Patrick, did you?
I think I more or less said my opinions here. Like, I like the chapter overall. I don't exactly understand why. I could see like when I saw Sakura getting saved, I was like, yep, the fandom's gonna get pissed off over this. I just know it is. But like overall, like I just kind of saw like, oh, it's a good chapter. It's a good chapter. Like Sasuke's gonna get his ass beat next chapter, no question about it. But and Kaguya was actually I want to say one interesting thing about Kaguya is like
She's
compared
hot.
to like well, yes, but like compared to the three of like compared to Obito and like Madara, she's efficient. Like Obito just like to like monologue, say, "Oh, the world sucks," and then like try do this big grandiose thing that usually fails. Madara's like just like, "Oh, you want to try? Okay, yeah, try." It's like, like you failed, ha, you suck. But Kaguya's like she sees something like, okay, I'm not taking chances, just die already. That's
All
kind
right,
of
let's stop fighting.
who's fighting.
Well, that's what she's like. She's like,
Oh
let's,
yeah, yeah.
she's like, she's like,
Hello?
let's just stop fighting, and then
I'm
she just
sorry,
instead
I'm
just
sorry.
die.
Something happened to my laptop.
We noticed.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
All
yeah.
right, so
We're good, we're
so
good.
Patrick, you said your say. MangaReader, you said your say. BlueStar, did you get your turn?
Yeah, I said I kind of enjoy the chapter, but kind of resent it at the
Yeah,
same
right.
time.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
James?
who hasn't had a turn?
me.
All right,
Okay.
John.
Okay, what I think about this chapter, it's alright. I think what Naruto said was kind to Sakura, mostly softly. But my hatred for Sasuke grows like an inferno of in the
You're probably
volcano
gonna throw in.
that wants to burn Sasuke alive.
You're probably gonna enjoy it if Sakura ever punches Sasuke, aren't you?
I know I will.
Yeah.
I will. I know I
I
will.
would love to see Sakura just like shot the rope. This is like, what the hell you did that for?
Kidney shot.
If Sakura punches out Sasuke, not only am I gonna print that bitch out, but I'm gonna put it on a giant piece of paper and flame it on my wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna like put it as Sakura's best achievements.
So
Right
follow.
next to
Achievement unlocked.
Next
Whack
to
a dick.
Mary Naruto.
yeah,
20
like,
G's.
no. I want Sakura to punch him in the face, punch him in the nuts, so he can't have no more Uchiha babies. So like we can solve
I'm-
this problem.
That's not gonna work. He's smooth as a Ken doll down there.
I don't think, personally, I don't really think wiping out the entire Chia clan solves problems. It would, but it also just shows future generations how to act. It'll just be a bad example of what to do for future generations, because
Oh
Their
yeah, that
father
would
will
be a
be
bad
Sasuke.
you
idea.
need to learn from the past. And
Their
Yeah,
father
that
will
would
be
be a bad
Sasuke. What are they gonna learn about? Don't be an idiot. He's teaching them. Seriously, the best way for the Uchihas is if Sasuke dies and Naruto adopts them. That's the best way for the Uchiha clan to get better.
I was referring to. I wasn't referring to the Chia in general. I wasn't referring to the Chia. I was kind of referring to future generations of Leaf Ninja in general. I mean, it would be kind of a
Yeah,
bad
okay.
example that to teach them. The only way to get rid of your enemies is to wipe them out completely.
That sounds true. Face.
There is something I was thinking of, mostly this is a filler arc thing about like the Kakashi filler arc. If you guys know, not Sakura. Sasuke's mom was about to adopt Naruto, but like the king of all dicks. What was his name? Danzo.
Danzo?
Forbid. Danzo just ruined Naruto's life for having a family.
Yeah, ignore Obito who did that.
Actually, it's not
Obito
really
did
Obito's
eventually-
fault. It really was Kurama's fault that Naruto's parents are dead.
Yeah, and
Well,
totally
that's
not
not-
Obito's
Sure,
fault.
a lot of people in the
I mean,
fandom are
yes,
going to disagree with you
yes,
there, but
Obito's fault for
nevertheless,
summoning him, but like it's really like Kurama killed him with his cold dead black finger. Like
Uh,
Technically, both would have died anyway, since since Jinchuriki dies after when the beast is fully extracted from him, and Minato used the Death Reaper Seal. And
Yeah,
that
they're both
also
gonna die.
kills you after use.
The Reaper Death Seal. Yes, but like Kushino was able to live for a few hours because he was a Uzumaki.
Speaking of the Death Reaper Seal, I do have a theory that it might be the Sage's brother.
That might be possible. Like he looks a little too similar.
Actually, I'm thinking that's more of the Sage's, the Sage's husband. I mean, no.
Sage's husband?
Whoa.
Wait, the Sage is gay? That's new. How did he get the kids? Donuts?
Good cover.
Yeah. I am so sorry. That just came out wrong. I think the Reaper Death Seal is either Rommel's brother or the father of all jutsu, the man that made Kaguya pregnant.
How would he be the father of all jutsu?
Well, I would say it's more likely the brother if it's going to be out of those two, because we haven't really gotten any talk about the father yet.
Chuck
of
Norris.
the Sage.
We know Chuck Norris. We know a lot about Chuck Norris. What are you guys talking about?
We really know a lot about Chuck Norris. It's time we learned about the sun.
Chuck Norris needs to be in this manga.
Okay.
Right next to Mara, he's the second strongest man in the universe. Right next to Kaguya, who's the strongest woman in the universe.
I'm glad you added the woman part. It's like, next to Kaguya's like, Kaguya's a man. What the hell?
Actually, she imploded into a woman.
What? Okay. I know what you're saying. MangaReader, Steve, anything? You guys are just being really quiet about this.
Well, like I said, you're not going to hear a lot from me from this podcast. Mainly because, as I said, we've got two big talkers, an impatient guy and the new guy, and me. So, as far as final thoughts are as far as my final thoughts for this chapter are concerned, I was pretty much okay with it. I thought it was a pretty good chapter. The ending, in my opinion, could have been like the ending of the last page, not ending, but anyway, the ending of the last page could have done a bit differently in terms of cliffhangers, but like I said, I don't know what volume we're in now, so I can't really complain as to whether or not it's a good cliffhanger or a bad one.
I think we're already in a new volume by this point, dude, but I don't know. I'm not the one that keeps track of this stuff.
Really, I'm thinking we're going to get a new volume. Also, let me think here. Jeez, I forgot. My complete thoughts about this chapter. I knew Naruto was going to fly in one way or another, but I was thinking more of the Seven Tails giving him bug wings, saying like, "Yeah, you can fly now." And I was thinking like, wow, this is actually kind of reminding me of every time Naruto meets the Tail Beast. It reminds me of Gokaigers when they do that legendary shift and like show the the face of the ranger and stuff. That actually kind of reminds me of that.
It does.
It does. Wait, what?
You're not Super Sentai fans. You won't.
Isn't that that's the original Power Rangers stuff, right? Power Rangers are based off of them.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, I heard they're doing that sort of all Power Rangers together war thing.
You mean the Legendary War?
Yeah.
Which is the Ranger War.
Which is also based off of Gokaiger stuff.
Yes, the 199th Sentai, even though in a way it's actually 201 in a way. but like those characters weren't there, so like it is 199 Sentai versus all these Zangief forces.
The bad guys, aka.
Yep.
Didn't they already make that in Japan though? That episode.
Yeah,
or
they're
whatever?
like
Yeah, no,
redoing it to
different
America.
Uh,
They're
yeah.
doing
I
it
was like, they're way behind.
Oh yeah, like if you actually know, the Power Rangers is like we cut off like from like 16 teams beforehand. Like the thing that we started off as Power Rangers is like the 16th team because that's the first time they got the 6th Ranger.
Yeah. Really, that was
The
the
Mighty
first
Morphin
Ranger
Power
in,
Rangers weren't the first.
No, they were
really,
not. They were
the
the
first
16th.
Rangers are
Holy shit!
Go-Go the Sentai Go Ranger.
Which translated in Japanese pretty much means 5 Rangers, so they were created there.
Yeah.
Hey, BlueStar, I'm so glad we were part of this Power Rangers podcast.
Oh no, we're not Power Rangers. Our cast, we're Naruto. Yeah. Let's get back to Naruto. Okay.
We did this. We did this last time with Steve and John, where they went on for like a half hour talking about Power Rangers. I'm like, and you don't hear anything from me, and I'm just like, this is not a Power Rangers podcast.
Guys. Sorry,
I will start a Power Rangers podcast if anybody wants me to do that. I will gladly do that. But
okay. All right. Then oh man, Sasuke, he's just a dick.
Didn't you already say this like 20 minutes ago?
Yeah, dude, like
we've been saying this for 5 chapters straight.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's a dick. He's a
He's the
big
dick of the
fat
week.
dick. And really, it makes me hate him even more. Okay, Kakashi like saving Sakura was pretty cool, and reminded me of Amazing Spider-Man 2. That gave me a heart attack that Sakura might have died, but like thank God he was holding her.
She had that healing technique. Like she's the least likely to die out of the group. Actually, if you think about it.
Yeah. But like, if you watch like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, you would know the rest.
Yeah, we're not gonna spoil that movie.
Yeah, we are not going.
The comic spoiled that years ago.
Yeah, the comic spoils that Emma Stone.
Yeah, but I already got yelled at for that in the forum. So
It's like really, they're basing it off the comics. It's like not. It's hardly so much a spoiler as in
I
following
don't wanna
canon.
get
I
yelled
already knew that the Winter Soldier was Bucky.
I already knew that too.
Anyway, the
Yeah.
only thing I'm not going to be spoiled about is
Earth's
the
heroes.
only thing I'm not going to be spoiled about would be the Guardians of the Galaxy because I don't know a thing about them.
No one really does actually.
I don't know a thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy, so like I'm just gonna be surprised.
Anyway, back to Naruto, please.
Okay, let's get back to Naruto.
I don't have any questions because obviously BlueStar is actually in this one.
Anyone
know,
actually
she's the one that-
questions?
Hey, wait, BlueStar, I'm
Anyway.
following you now on Tumblr.
What? Oh, then sorry I kind of called your voice weird. It's just that I don't know. It's just that your voice sounds like something a cartoon character. sounds like.
Hello, cartoons.
I am so sorry. I've been watching cartoons all my life. And
You know, BlueStar, we could say the same thing about your accent, but we all keep our mouths shut.
I'm aware what people think of my accent.
Well, I already cracked that joke, fellas. He's British, but we forgive him. At least he's not French, right?
Uh,
Really,
Are we
I've been
sure we
watching
have
cartoons
no
all
idea
my
how
life.
Are we
I've
sure?
been watching cartoons all my life, so like I have like so many things I could do. Like
Really, that's all
that's
that
all, folks.
but anyway,
It's really not all that hard.
so anyway,
Or
you had
anything.
a question for me, right?
No.
No,
You're the one that normally has the questions.
Yeah.
So my question is
Are you free tonight?
Are you guys available?
will Sakura do a talk no jutsu on Kaguya? No,
What?
Wait, did you just answer your own question? What was the point of asking that?
because I'm stupid that way. I'm just stupid right now.
Let it be known that
I think it would be an interesting thing if Kaguya and Sakura did talk, because Kaguya is the one that seems to be the one that wants to wipe out humanity, and Sakura seems to be the one to care about humanity the most. I mean, remember what she was like when Sasori didn't have any regard for human life.
Oh, foreshadowing. Wait. We do see like Sakura trembling when Kaguya went near her.
She turned her head and she was like right next to her. If it was me, I would have been I would have sored myself at that point.
Yeah, I want to say like. Oh,
Pretty sure many people would wet their pants if they met the devil.
And she's the mother of the devil of said devil.
Yeah, she's the mother of the devil that had more devils that made the Uzumaki clan.
Anyway, I'm curious. Anyway, this is probably a question. Next chapter will most likely be a Kaguya versus Naruto and Sakura centric, but
Sasuke.
What else do you...
Sakura.
I mean, Sasuke and Naruto versus Kaguya centric fight. Anyway, quick question. Do you want Kaguya to quickly kick their butts, or do you want it to be played out a bit, or do you want it to be focused more than one thing?
Really, I want to be more focused on Kaguya's reasoning. But I've been hearing that people's reasoning because she's a crazy bitch.
Well, I don't think we'll get a reasoning just yet. We'll have to wait until... I don't think we will yet. At the moment, we're going to be seeing her fight. At the moment,
and when we do see like Kaguya's like death glare or something, like my idiot son, and like mostly like she must have something with her son that she doesn't like.
Well, the sage didn't really talk that very fondly of her mother's deeds. Now, did he?
The sage is a hoe now.
Okay. Let me rephrase that.
I know.
The sage did not really speak highly of Kaguya's deeds. Now, did he? When he was talking to Naruto.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say the sins of his mother.
Kaguya is not thinking highly of her son, so. That gives her more character development, I guess. I don't know.
It tells you more about the character, I'd say.
Yeah, it tells us more about the character, and she just wants all that chakra. She sounds like, I want that chakra! It's all mine! It belongs to me!
Anyway, I was saying, now... Anyway, to my question, do you want to see in the next chapter, where it's most likely going to have us Naruto and Sasuke versus Kaguya, do you want the chapter do you want this fight to be quick and get Naruto and Sasuke's butts handed to them? Do you want Naruto and Sasuke to beat her? Do you want to be focused on more than just the fight, or how long do you want the fight to last for, with just those 2 minutes?
For me, I want the fight to last, like, maybe 2 or 3 chapters. So, like, also, like, I want several things happening. I want a flashback with Kaguya. I want more details of her, even though she's not going to be gloating like Madara did. So, in a way, she's kind of sound like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing right now and not talk right now. No. No talking, more killing.
No talking, more killing.
Okay, what about you, Patrick?
Me? I actually don't think the fight's going to last that long. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I actually don't think Kishimoto will have another focus on NaruSaku so much. Like, especially since he said, like, oh, Team 7. Like, either Hokage is going to come up and, like, and maybe bring back the whole fight to more, not as focused on the two, because I don't know. And not only that, I feel Naruto and Sasuke are going to get their asses kicked quick. Because, like, we already know, like, that neither of them are really up to her level.
Okay. Anyway, MangaReader, you're next. What's your answer?
Huh. Well, I can definitely see this going on for a while, but I can't help but think that. Well, for starters, I think it's going to last at least 5 chapters.
Okay.
I'm kind of interested to see what the Kage are going to be doing. To be more honest,
Okay.
this battle is kind of lame at the moment because they're basically. Who's that talking in the background?
Steve.
Well, all right.
I think that's my line. Like I have company.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I would love to see.
Can we get back to manga reader first?
Okay,
before you
I'm
add-
sorry.
Crusader, you are so pissed.
Ah!
You don't
Okay,
have to
go.
repeat me.
Avengers
Anyway.
assemble.
Avengers.
You actually have the
This
spike fight.
this must be what they put up with every day. 6 different egos on the. One of them. 6
Who's
different
Tony Stark?
egos in one guy.
Steve is Tony Stark. I'm Captain America. Patrick here is Hawkeye.
Oh,
I don't know who I am.
Blue Star's the Hulk.
Uh,
John, you can be Black Widow.
No way! I'm a dude.
But she's hot.
I'm a dude, and like, even though she's hot,
Kidding.
Fine, you can be the Falcon, because he's technically an Avenger. Or at least he is
yeah,
that
I'm
Avengers
cool
Assemble
with the
cartoon.
Falcon. I would like to fly, have guns, fire them, go like.
Be War Machine. Just be War
That's
Machine. He's pretty
racist.
much Iron Man.
That's
So,
racist. Making the black guy the Falcon.
so
Alright.
Actually, he was black.
Okay, so what about your
Black
answer?
the Falcon.
What about your answer, Scott? I mean, James.
well,
James doesn't know anymore.
I don't know if I should crack this joke or not.
Just go ahead.
Do it. We're like.
I want Sasuke to fall off that fucking bird right now on his goddamn ass into the lava and die. I want Naruto and Sakura to come over to each other, kiss each other, make out, and the power of love defeats Kaguya. Where she's like, oh my god, the power of love is just so amazing. It's better than the power of friendship. I'm gonna kill myself now because I can't destroy such a beautiful thing. And then Kakashi is gonna spit on Sasuke's grave. He's gonna flick him off, and then he goes, "Yeah, well, who's the leader now, bitch?"
Wait,
And-
Sasuke's the grave already?
And this all has to happen within the next chapter. And if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be like every other fucking NaruSaku fan on the forum and bitch and moan and complain that Tishi is a bad writer. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he should like just give up writing right now because it's what I want. It's what I expect this manga to be. And if I don't get it my way, then it's not written properly.
Okay.
Problem with your theory is the
Okay.
bird is gone.
Fuck you!
Okay.
Bring the goddamn bird back.
Okay. Okay, Steve, what is your answer?
Fuck that bird.
I can see who the mature people on this side are. Anyway.
Not me.
Okay, so
Oh, be
Steve,
nice.
what's your answer?
You don't have to flatter me.
James is the biggest immature guy on this. This
Okay,
podcast.
but still, what is Steve? Do you have an answer?
What can I say?
Yeah.
I'm otaku at heart.
Okay, what's the answer?
Alright, my answer to your question, BlueStar. I want this to be satisfyingly quick. One good example.
Like Sasuke's death.
Sakura kissing Naruto.
Okay, can we please get to his answer?
Oh, you said satisfyingly quick. My bad.
I'll use an example here. During in the manga, in the Dragon Ball Z manga, the Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz fight took about, I think, about 5 or 7 chapters. I want that fight to be at least that long. It's 5 to 7 weeks to be sure, but nevertheless, it is short and satisfyingly quick.
And
5
we're
chapters?
only 20 chapters away to becoming 700.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah,
See.
we're at a pretty big milestone, people. We're
I-
almost at
now-
700.
One Piece will be at 1,000 before. before long.
And at the rate it's going, it's going to be 2,000 chapters.
We're not One Piece, guys.
No, we're not One Piece. We are One Piece.
What?
We are One Piece.
Let's
Yeah. Based on the fandom fights, we are totally not one
let's
group.
piss off the OCD fans. Finish the manga at 727 chapters. Why such an odd number?
Anyway, let's see. Here's another question. That's just something that you kind of said in Heaven and Earth, James. But anyway, some people have been complaining that Sakura has been treated sort of made less credible or sort of made looked pathetic. But haven't at least every character in the Naruto universe, well, except for the Sage and Kaguya, made to look a bit weak or pathetic?
Really, if you really think about it, even
Maybe besides Madara.
no, what are you talking about? Mondo was completely owned a few chapters ago.
Oh,
And also
yeah,
the Sage was-
my God, like you got.
How do you forget? It was like 2 chapters ago.
Sorry,
It
I
was
have
just
a
last
system
chapter.
memory loss.
Yeah, see, yeah, you got a point there. Anyway, but even the Sage got made as pathetic. Like literally, like you think about it, he fucked everything up. He may have been badass, but he was an idiot, kinda. Like he fucked everything up.
Uh-huh.
Like he started the whole freaking war between the Uchiha and the Senju, and also then he spread chakra to everyone, which led to this world, and then he created the Biju, which led to thousands of hate between them and the humans. It's like pretty much every major problem in the current world he started.
Really, you can still blame Kaguya about having him in the first place. Why didn't she try to have abortion or something?
Okay, well, that's like the stupidest line ever. It's like it was like one of this posts on like some idiot said, "Oh, women started the Holocaust because she gave birth to Hitler." I'm like, what the
I'm so
fuck?
sorry.
It's like what the
Oh,
fuck?
I'm
That's like the
sorry.
stupidest line ever.
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just like saying you can't just use that as an excuse for saying Kaguya is the problem.
All right.
All right. I'm so sorry. Let me think.
I'm not
I gotta
mad.
think before I act.
I know.
gotta think
I'm just.
before I act. Let me think. Let's see. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Hagoromo is the one to blame. But
Yeah.
his mother is insane.
No, it's like thousands
Yeah.
of people with that, and they turn out sane.
Yeah. I think it's the... No, I actually blame Zetsu. And that
Yeah.
fruit.
Yeah, whatever.
It
whatever.
started this whole mess
Oh,
because
God.
you ate a forbidden fruit and it started the whole goddamn thing.
One Piece.
Oh, yeah. I
Ugh.
forgot.
Okay,
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever.
I completely and utterly forgot about One Piece.
The
and
fruit
their-
really didn't like cause anything. It was just a change. It's
I know,
it's like
I know.
it's like Fallout 3 or Fallout the games when they talk about how war never changes, but men change. How we as a society we could change from going to we could be more civilized, or we could go from using rocks to sticks to guns to something else, but war itself never changes. We're always going to have conflict. And this is basically
Yeah,
with Kaguya. It's just we're always going to have conflict. But Kaguya was kind of
He's creative. Sorry.
it's how do I want to describe it? It's in reality, she's not really that bad of a person because she wanted to stop the war itself, but she went about it the wrong way. It's always about she wants to stop the war by controlling people, and then she became too power hungry,
Like Sasuke.
like Hitler. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make that connection?
Huh?
Like, Sasuke isn't that bad.
Yeah.
You never should say those words in front of James. He'll go ballistic.
Did I go ballistic now? Do you hear me going ballistic? No.
Did you hear me going apes on your ass?
Sasuke isn't that bad. Actually, I tend to.
No. Sasuke
Guys, I hate
is
Sasuke
nothing
too.
bad. Sasuke is not.
Okay, you made your
doesn't
point.
bad.
You made your point.
We
You
got
made
it,
your-
Jay.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me. Yeah, I made my point.
Sasuke isn't bad. He's just a failure.
Yeah.
And he is.
What?
Okay, James, I was wrong about that. Okay, I was wrong about you going ballistic. It's what everyone says on Heaven and Earth forums that makes you go ballistic.
Well, I
People being
hate
idiots?
I hate double standard logic, and I hate when people they know that they're doing it and they do it anyway. Oh, well, you can't compare Sakura to Hinata and Ino. Yeah, they're comparing her to Tsunade and Sasuke and Naruto and everybody else. Oh, well, you can't judge Tsunade's power because she fought against Edo Tensei Madara. But they could judge Sakura's power when she fights against a supercharged up, powerful Madara who just so happens to be alive, but he's basically a god. Oh, well, you can't, and it's like, yeah, shut up. Oh, Sasuke's a master strategist. Yeah, and some of his plans are no different than the very same things that you're criticizing Sakura for. Well, she just ran in there. Yeah. What was Sasuke's plan with the whole, Kaguya's coming, Madara's blowing up, and then basically Sasuke's plan is, hey, let's just go in there and stop him before it blows up.
Can you close the door for me, Lil Marty? Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry, that was my little cousin.
We know. We're good.
Anyway.
Yeah, Sasuke isn't that bad. He's just a failure at all the things he done.
AKA life.
He couldn't even kill Deidara. He couldn't kill Itachi.
Well, to be fair, it's not until after he killed Itachi, after Itachi died, that he started wanting to kill anyone that gets into his way. Technically, he still wanted Deidara alive for some answers.
Really, to a point where, Deidara, Danzo blew up. Itachi was sick, and what he did for, Kabuto, I don't remember him doing that much.
Yeah, that was totally Itachi there. That was all Itachi.
Yeah,
there.
that's totally Itachi's fight.
Well, either way, we got a treat, and we had the Uchiha brothers team up.
Yeah.
And who knows? If we're lucky, we might get another. We might get another Sakura and Tsunade.
Sasuke is Luigi.
Wait, what?
But that would assume that
How did you do
Sasuke
it
is
to
better
make
than the
him so
number one
subservient?
guy.
Sasuke is Luigi because he's always living in his brother's shadow.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, living
yeah.
in his brother's
Technically, he is
shadow.
stronger than his brother at this point.
Luigi now doing that death stare in
Yeah,
Mario.
he's still not as smart as him.
He goes
Anyway, I have another question if anyone wants to answer.
Okay, I'll answer it.
Okay. Now, as I kind of mentioned earlier, people complain that Sakura doesn't get that much fights. Would you say she has at least technically 6 fights, including these? Sakura, it depends on your point of view. Sakura, Lee, Sasuke, and Team 10 versus Team Dosu, the Sound Genin.
Okay.
Sakura versus Ino.
Okay.
Naruto and Sakura versus Kakashi for the second world test.
Okay.
Sakura and Xiao versus Sasori, the most famous of Sakura's fights.
That's cool.
Sakura versus
But
Sasuke.
No,
Sakura,
Sasuke.
Sakura's part, and along with the allied shinobi forces versus the Ten Tails and its clones.
Okay. And the clone fight.
Team 7 versus Madara, which was interrupted by Black Zetsu.
Curse you, Black Zetsu! Why do you have to interrupt stuff?
Yeah.
Technically, that's 6 fights. Do you agree with this number, or do you...
Yeah, I do agree with most of the fights. Yeah, there were some interruptions in Sakura's fight with the Sound Ninjas, with Ino, Chikacho, butting in. The Ino fight, I can totally say that was a fight. It was a good fight. The Sasori fight, I can agree with that. Let's see here. What was the other one?
Look, they're all fights. Okay, she all had the fights.
Yeah, and the Ten Tails Jubi father. Yeah, that's
In a nutshell.
That's.
If you want, you can conclude. You can conclude the entire beginning from when the allied shinobi forces arrived to Obito becoming the Ten Tails Jinchuriki as the full fight. That you can choose if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
And
I got a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, what was
Huh?
what Blue Star? Your
What was the
question?
well, did you not hear it? Or no?
No.
Okay. Okay. You know, earlier in this podcast, I asked, given you know how in Heaven and Earth people are complaining how Sakura has a lack of fights, and earlier I said, would you consider that she has had at least 6 fights? The first being when her and a lot of Lee, Sasuke, and Team 10 fought Team Dosu, the Sound Genin team.
Mm-hmm.
Sakura versus Ino.
Mm-hmm.
Then Naruto and Sakura versus Kakashi in the Bell test. Sakura and Xiao versus Sasori, the most famous of her fights. Let's see, the Shinobi Alliance versus the Ten Tails. And Team 7 versus Madara, that was interrupted by Black Setsu.
So that's good.
Yeah.
So what was the question? That's
Like,
more like a statement.
It's more like
Do you count those as 6? Do you count all of those as fights? And do you say she has at least fought 6 times?
I count all of them as fights. Sure.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I will count them all as
Oh,
fights.
God, why you say
Hey.
that?
Anyway, now this is sort of a kind of can tie into the to what
Scott,
I just
MangaReader,
asked.
do you guys agree? Scott, MangaReader, do you guys agree? You count them as 6 fights or not?
I guess. Some of them were not even, like,
I-
actual fighting. It's a one-hit KO.
Yeah, I can understand. what you mean.
Fighting.
I can
Fighting.
either way, but I was just that's just mainly a question. Because those are the I can find because I can only think of those.
People
as
should
6
know
fights.
what to expect.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
And that's what's bothering me a lot lately is like they want Sakura to fight. Again, I understand that. I understand you want Sakura to fight, but you have to know what to expect from this manga. You have to know what to expect from Kishimoto's writing.
Mm-hmm.
My good
And
friend Sakura.
If you hype it up by your own means and then you're disappointed, that's actually your fault. Now, me and Steve, we would talk about a lot about being genre savvy, how we, over the years, we have gotten used to how Kishi writes his manga, so we kind of can guess where he might go with something. Now, we get surprised, don't get us wrong, we
Yep.
get surprised from time to time about the writing, but,
But of course.
yeah, but for the most part, we kind of expect things to go a certain way. For me, at least, I never expected Sakura to be this much involved into the Kaguya fight. And she's been more than involved than any other character. Despite,
Yeah. Even more than Kakashi. Kakashi's been kind of more of a tag along at this point, kind of.
yeah.
Waka
and-
waka.
And I'm not going to take that for granted. I'm not going to sit here and say that, and consider, oh, she's weak and she's useless because all she ever does is cry and talk about Sasuke. Well, okay, you should expect that this was going to be a part of the story sooner or later. It just so happened to be later rather than sooner. It was a subject that we had to go through. And the fact that people are complaining about this now, even though when they should have known since the beginning that eventually we were going to have to cover this, that's shame on you.
Yeah, we had to cover mostly everything in this manga, so Sakura's feelings for Sasuke are important right now.
Yeah. Unless you guys want just Naruto and Sakura to get together almost immediately, and then hear a bunch of bullcrap from the Naruhina and Sasasaka fans saying, well, the only reason why she got with Naruto is because she never got Sasuke.
Oh, let's face it, they were going to say that anyway.
Yeah, but now we actually have manga evidence where it's like, no, they never. Not only did she change her feelings, but he never loved her in the first place. So
So at least we have the right to say you guys are delusional.
Personally, I never really cared how many fights a character gets, because I always expected Naruto to get the most. Even back in part 1, Naruto and Sasuke fought the majority of opponents. Well, Sasuke got his butt kicked more then, but still, I'm referring.
The time he got trapped in that sand.
Anyway, I did expect at least one Edo Tensei fight from Sakura, but oh well, that didn't happen. We got instead Sakura kicking the ass of white
Instead, we got the
Tetsu.
stupid Mifune versus Hanzo fight, which I still think to this day is a waste of panel space. But
It really
Well,
is.
to be
I don't
fair,
understand the
it's
point.
not like Mr. Kishimoto's the only manga author when it comes to shonen to have problems with females fighting. I mean,
let me think here.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Actually, to a point, to like the filler episode, actually, that's not completely and utterly true.
What?
huh?
Well, I'm saying that Sakura did face off an Edo Tensei in the anime filler.
It's fillers. You don't exactly consider that true.
I know it's filler, but like to a point where like Kishi put that guy in that early filler that makes other fillers kind of canon or whatever.
No, we
Well,
didn't. If we go
no.
by that, I mean, that
Whoa,
means...
Never mind. But like in the anime, she did face off an Edo Tensei or two.
You mean Hayate Gecko? Mm,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, that guy.
I have mixed feelings about that filler, because while it's nice that she kicked a butt of this random Edo Tensei, I honestly think she should have gotten a better opponent than Hayate.
Okay, she had that kid that can control the weather. That was one.
That was a really weak filler. You know it.
Well, I did like the flashbacks of Naruto being...
Oh, I love the flashback of just Sakura holding Naruto's hand.
You did it?
And Naruto's like,
Yeah,
Like,
that-
Mm.
Anyway,
but it's just filler. Like, does that really matter? It's just filler.
Anyway.
yeah, it's just filler.
Well,
It's just a little thing
anyway,
just mentioned.
yeah, but
I
a
get
pissed now
back to my thoughts. Anyway.
Yeah, like no Hinata's like Hinata's so badass. I'm like, I just point to the panel of a Pain kicking your ass in the panel. Like you were saying.
Yeah.
I've
Anyway,
done that before.
go ahead, BlueStar.
Anyway, I was saying, it's not like Mr. Kishimoto's the only one that has problems when it comes to females fighting. I mean, Bleach, while does have a better fair share of females fighting,
Not really.
it's mainly stretched out so
Oh,
far, and...
It's not exactly right to say. Like you could say it's kind of different for like because Naruto as a series doesn't really it is character driven, but Kishi is willing to like ignore characters for story. Like for example, there's plenty of time when Naruto was ignored, plenty of time when Sasuke was ignored. Kakashi's been generally inconvenient for most of the manga. It's like it's like people are just complaining about Sakura because she's the heroine and they just want to complain. Like it's just like give them like it's like give Sakura a moment. They'll say it's ass pull. Leave her alone, they'll say she's worthless. It's like you can't win with these people. They just want to complain about the series, and they'll take anything they get.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Ah!
And if I base my judgment on stuff based on stuff that I wanted to happen and not what should happen based on what the writer wants, then every single media would be terrible, in my opinion. If I based everything on my own expectations rather than what I want to see rather than what they want to tell me, then there's no such thing as good media.
Fair enough. For me,
Unfortunately, people have a bad tendency of doing that. Like,
Please stop
especially with-
whistling,
let's see,
Why?
Anyway.
Guess it's
'Cause-
painful.
because that's like, you might as well be shoving two rusty needles in my ears.
You're welcome.
Anyway, where was I? Yes, shonen. Because shonens have always had problems with writing females and fights. I mean, even One Piece. While the females do have a fair share, they all look the same. Not to mention, they all seem kind of weak, really.
And
Yeah.
big boobs.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there are mangas like Fairy Tail, and I'm not sure if you heard of this one,
Yeah.
Kenshi, History's
Come
Mightiest
Yeah, that one.
Disciple, that has females fight a lot, but they end up shown in a fan service way.
Oh,
And-
very much so. Like
and
it's. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna add, and thank God she isn't like Hinata, who's been purposely made out to be a laughingstock. But
Yes, Hinata's
Anyway.
a laughingstock, and
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't want
anyway.
to talk about her no more.
Good point.
Anyway, here's another question. Like I said, if Sakura does get a fight, get some sort of major fight, whether it's Kaguya, Spiral Zetsu, or some random opponent, do you
I'm
think
missing a-
people in
wait,
heaven and
wait.
earth will still bitch and moan about
Yes.
the fact?
yes,
Yes.
it's the Naruto fan. I'm kind of expecting everyone to bitch and moan. Like it's like, oh, Naruto's coming back alive, bitch. Like it's like, oh, guys fighting Naruto. Like not guys fighting Naruto, guys fighting Madara, bitch. It's like every single stupid thing. It's like if you hate Naruto, why the fuck are you reading this series? I once read like this one comment about like Madara, how they said like she loves Madara and how Naruto's a jackass. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually had some people on the forum send me a message saying on the forum itself, like, oh, all anybody ever says is that we bitch and moan all the time. Well, when you've been doing it for the past 2.5 years with every single chapter, yeah, you come off as being whiny.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had issues with One Piece, Fairy Tail, and Bleach, but I don't bitch and moan about them every single day.
Yeah, it's more like my problem with it. I have a problem with it. Like if I don't, I'll be happy. Move on.
Yeah. Actually, I have like some buddies of mine that bitch and moan about like the Pokemon dub and how it's so horrible, and I'm tired of hearing it. I'm just like, oh my god, could you just shut up about the dub and just like get on with it?
That's kind of how the anime fandom reacts in general. It's like, oh my god, it's a dub. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck so bad. I'm like, it's like, shut up
unless the dub is the first experience you ever have of an anime, then it's pretty.
Mostly it's on therapy. I'm getting sick and tired of just reading all this crap and like.
Please stop whistling.
Okay, who's whistling now? Because I'm feeling like I'm gonna go Hulk mode.
Okay, no more.
You're the Hulk.
Okay, honestly, this is my second warning. Whoever whistles again, I'm kicking them off. Okay?
How would you know who it is?
Because I could see your portraits light up every time something comes through your mic.
Oh, nothing lights up for me.
Yes. Okay. No more
So,
whistling.
I don't want to be a bad guy here, but seriously, that's getting really, really annoying.
Hello, bad guy.
Let's see now.
Alright, BlueStar, you were saying?
Let's see.
Or who was saying?
Let's see. Our fandom was going on about. I have issues with One Piece, Fairy Tail, and Bleach, but I don't complain about them 24/7.
You have issues with those? Wow,
Yeah.
Those are the ones that most people like.
I'm pretty sure Bleach. I think everyone complains.
You
about
go
Bleach
on
and
any
Fairy Tail
other
in
site,
space.
and it's like, oh, Naruto sucks.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this all the time. And I'm trying to defend it, so I'm like, no, it's not that bad.
Not that bad.
And then they'll say, like, it sucks! I'm done with the chapter!
Anyway,
Like, why are you reading the chapter? Why are you watching the anime? Just give up on it!
Anyway, Fairy Tail is the one I probably have the most. We have One Piece and Fairy Tail, the ones I have the most issues. They're tied with the most issues. Because, truthfully, I can't. Well, yeah, and also I can't really take the villains in Fairy Tail seriously that much, really. Especially what happened in 362.
Is that the recent chapter?
No, that's the one where Happy survived an explosion and gone out.
Oh yeah, I was like face palming. I was like, oh god, just let him die. Like no offense, but let him die. Like really, you had to do that.
Explosion.
Wait, you guys took Fairy Tail seriously from the beginning?
Little
Never
bit.
take Fairy Tail seriously, damn it!
Not
Don't
really,
take
but
it
it's just that before, when the Tartarus arc first started, well, I'm not really sure if I took it serious to begin with. I just enjoyed it. But when Tartarus arc first started, Jacko, the guy who caused that explosion in 632, wiped out the entire Magic Council, and then just a while later, we get him. It's kind of he's hyped up. We kind of see him fight Natsu. He gets his butt whooped, and then he tries to blow up everything. It's kind of similar to Dedra, but it's much worse, really. James, you'd probably find the Sasuke. It makes Sasuke's surviving look so much better. It looks like a masterpiece in in comparison.
You mean just like how they did the same damn thing for like One Piece and like the Alabasta arc where like Pels like grabbed a huge bomb and flew up and like poof, and then like he's like walks at the doctor like he's like what, wait, what?
Yeah, it makes even that look a bit better. It's still bull crap, but Fairy Tail's happy surviving explosion makes the Sasuke surviving explosion and One Piece
Like Shakespeare in the Park.
look like masterpieces.
Wow,
Oh,
yeah, I know, I read that. It was horrible.
Well, we can say one thing, that the only manga that had an explosion that killed the guy, is Goku from Dragon Ball Z.
And he
When
came
Cell
back
blew
later.
up, he died. He died.
Death really means nothing in Dragon Ball. Like literally, by the end of by the time Dragon Ball Z started, death was like literally just like it's like clipping. It's like you cut a nail. You broke a nail. Who cares?
No, I know, but like I don't mean that. I don't mean that. I mean like the explosion. The explosion that Cell made, it like killed Goku. I'm not saying like I'm saying like, oh, they could just burst it off with the Dragon Balls and stuff.
Yeah, but still, it
mostly
doesn't have the same
saying,
meaning.
I'm saying like Dragon Ball Z is the only manga that had like the explosion happen and the guy died.
Actually, if you want something funny, Wave Master, like the same guy who wrote Fairy Tail story, like how it like the main character survives in a huge explosion, like pretty much in another ass-pulley way.
That makes Sasuke look like a parlor trick.
Pretty much. Officially, he survived because the universe didn't want him to die. That's literally the explanation.
You can at least. Well,
He's more lucky than Lucky Man.
Lucky Man.
well, I will.
It's a real,
well, I
it's
do
a
not
real
def-
manga.
Well, I
What
don't.
a choice to man.
Well, I don't really defend the Sasuke explosion. I never really gave it much thought. I can at least say
It's at least slightly plausible.
Kishimoto tried to give an explanation, and it did result in like
It was
how he
passable.
survived,
It was passable.
and
Really,
he
I'm
at least
still
ended
saying
up,
bull crap.
and at least the snake, and at least he ended up having to kill someone in order for Sasuke to survive. The snake. Manga.
Let's not get over. Let's ignore the whole great snake escape and just get on with it.
Let's just ignore that. I really don't like Sasuke's parlor tricks.
All right. Anyway, I was just saying, after I just felt the reason why I really cannot take Fairy Tail that serious lately is because it did that really hyped up dark chapter of the entire Magic Council being wiped out, and then only just to make the same character get his butt whooped by Natsu and then fail at blowing up anything.
You fail at failing. No, that's not a double negative.
Although the character,
You are a failure.
although funny enough, the character that caused the explosion did get resurrected, but ended up getting whooped in one strike by the main female character, Lucy.
Well,
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. I actually liked those chapters with Lucy. Those were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I honestly, as much as I like them, I didn't really find her defeat of Jackal that credible because he already seemed to be pathetic, really.
Okay. This is okay. Maybe we should go back to the Naruto series and not the Fairy Tales.
Yeah.
Fairy
Let's
Tales.
go back to
It's fine.
Naruto. I'm not a big fan
Yeah.
of Fairy Tales that much.
So it's just that.
What? This isn't the Fairy Tale podcast?
No, it's
Man, I'm in
it's
the wrong
Power
one.
Ranger one, bitch.
Man,
Okay,
I'm in the wrong one.
There was a
Sorry, just
second
that-
one?
So it's just that people who sort of bring up how people complain more for Naruto than the other three mangas.
Because Naruto is the number one manga at this point. Like, no matter how people really just hate like
It
mainstream.
actually
Like,
is.
Mm-hmm.
like we know One Piece is more popular than Naruto in like Japan, but overall Naruto's more popular overall though because like it's popular in every other country though.
Yeah.
It was the #1 selling manga this year. And last
Yeah,
year.
Yeah, it's just like it's just like the people will say it's like people like the really stupid anime fans go like, oh, you like Naruto? You're not a real Naruto fan. I mean, you're not a real anime fan. You just like that mainstream kiddie stuff.
And you're just a weeaboo.
I'm pretty sure most stuff these
My best
days.
friend.
I watch the anime and the manga, so like I'm not a weeaboo. I read both. I read and watch both.
You don't know what a
I find that
weeaboo
double
is.
standards
What?
because everyone loves Batman and he's as mainstream as you can get.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Bat credit card.
I,
I'll kill you. I'll kill you
I'm a
all.
Superman guy. But by the way, you want to know what a
It's
weeaboo
Spider-Man.
is, Patrick?
I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is.
I
My
know
best
what it
friend
is,
is one.
Yeah.
Hey,
Basically,
nobody
if you have
just-
to ask what a weeaboo is, you probably are one.
No, I know what one is.
No, I'm just saying that for everyone else out there. If you have to
Let's
ask what a
look
weeaboo
at
is, you probably are one.
Wikipedia. Let's just look
Anyway,
at Wikipedia or TV.
personally, I never really cared about popularity. It's mainly the Japanese fan base that counts when it comes to manga, but I find when it comes to mangas and popularity in general,
Just read what
it
you
makes
want.
people act very arrogant.
Oh, very much. One Piece fandom.
Yeah. Then you get the whole
be
Batman versus
$20.
Superman arguments.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Batman's so badass. He's gonna win. Like there's so many fights going like this because Batman's fans wrote those comics. It's
Yeah.
like you really can't have an objective argument anymore because like it's not like you can go with like the original creators. They're dead.
Oh well, Batman beat Superman once.
I'm like,
It's an
There's been-
Elseworld story. It's not canon. It's by Frank Miller.
and
Okay.
Batman died later on, and he died from a heart failure later on. And Superman's like,
Actually, he faked his death, but
oh, okay, yeah, whatever. But Superman's like, but Batman's like saying, like he admits, like, yeah, I can only do this once because like right now you're weakened. If I do anything, like if I try to do it again, I'm going to get my ass whooped.
Truthfully, DC only really has Batman and Superman and possibly Wonder Woman as
Yeah,
known superheroes throughout the public, about the public
And the
audience.
Flash.
Well,
Hey,
Marvel has so many superheroes known
Spider-Man, Iron Man,
throughout the
Hulk, Captain America,
due to the
Thor,
Marvel universe.
did the movies.
And
I like-
yeah, with like them rebooting with the New 52. I'm sorry. It just blew up.
Okay. Anyway,
so I think we reached the end. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
there's
reached
there's
the
nothing
end.
really ended. So how about this one? We're gonna do, since we have no more questions, we're gonna do our final thoughts on this one, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here. At least
Yeah.
eventually.
It's been nearly
Yeah.
2.5 hours anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
Final thoughts. I thought this chapter was good, except like the whole Sasuke thing, and
Yeah.
it was all right. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
All right. Next up.
Anyone? Okay, I guess I'll just go then, since no one's saying. Okay, I enjoyed the chapter. It was fun talking with you guys, and personally, I only have one thing to say to the Saku fan. I can understand you liking his ship, but at this point, just give up. There's nothing supporting it at this
We
point.
have no ship.
it's almost as bad as the Sutara fans.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
what?
yeah. Not Avengers, Avatar show. It goes like, I made a joke. It's like, if I was to compare the Saku ship to like an actual ship, it'd be an old wooden boat with Sasuke putting holes in it at like every minute, and Saku just like jump ship like a few years ago.
Mostly, I'm thinking it's more like a big bomb just like came down that ship, go like, ooh.
Anyway.
Yeah, either way. Okay, that's my final thoughts.
Anyway, I enjoyed the chapter, though I did have I am feeling some kind of resentment to Sasuke, even though I'm probably one of the only few NaruSaku members on Heaven and Earth that does like the character, despite my problems with him.
He must be burned.
And he must
Sacrificed
be
to the gods.
Burn the witch!
No.
Burn the witch.
Go down to the devil and make him have his ass being kicked.
He is getting
Look
his
at it,
ass
Bring
kicked.
the bees.
Look at him perform magic. He must be a witch. Burn the witch.
That's a good one.
Burn the witch.
That wasn't that good.
Burn them.
She turned me into a newt. A newt.
You must kick him down.
Yeah.
Well, I got better.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Really, I want Sasuke to get pierced again.
Yeah, these hipsters.
No,
These hipsters everywhere.
No.
Okay,
No,
we got you. We got it. You don't like it.
No, not pierced in the heart again. Let me think. Completely and utterly burned.
No pierced in general. No pierced in general.
You really had a bad experience with that, didn't you?
How about, and I can't believe I'm gonna say this, how about penetrated?
Okay.
Oh, you got penetrated.
Yeah, you just had to say that.
Wait. Something coming up to my mind. Actually, I have an idea. What if that Diesel is going to be Kaguya's way of controlling Sasuke? Yeah, I heard someone says that.
Guess what, Britain? The brownie fandom just started. The brownie fandom just started.
So, BlueStar, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, MangaReader, Steve, only you two are left.
Oh
besides
boy!
Hooray!
You're in denial. Oh man,
MangaReader, you go first.
Yippee! I thought we already did this. I basically
This is final thoughts, like whatever.
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 things in short terms. NaruSaku fans, you're in denial. NaruSaku fans, stop overreacting.
I'm not overreacting.
Attention, NaruSaku fans, stop being so stupid.
Number 3.
Naruto fans in general.
It's a fucking manga. Stop making it out to be something it's not. I mean, come on.
It's not a harem.
Oh, please.
Oh, and then number 4 is... Who gives a... No.
Who gives a
Who gives a shit? No. And then number 4, okay, I thought I had it. Never mind. There is no number 4. Number 4
and
is
it's gone.
Question mark. Number 5 is profit.
Oh well, it'll probably come to you while I'm talking here.
I'll say it right in the middle.
Yep, that's what will probably end up happening. So my final thoughts, not just couple of things. 1, James, I know you were joking, but don't start a Power Rangers podcast. There's too many already. 2, nobody disses Batman while I'm in the house. Batman and Spider-Man, 2 favorite heroes. Next. God, where do I begin on why I hated Sasuke getting stabbed? Okay, 1, he's shown to be smarter. 2, the reason he got stabbed was so that he could be compared to Kabuto, like Naruto with Obito. That was fucking stupid.
I'm sorry for bringing this up.
Oh yeah, there's one thing I could.
I'm not sorry. I'm having fun with it.
Wait,
James.
Wait,
yeah.
There's something in my mind that's thinking about that that it's kind of disagreeing with you, Steve, right there. For Sasuke getting stabbed, it was glorious. I was like, hallelujah, hallelujah.
No, I'm not denying your happiness. I'm just saying 2 reasons he got stabbed. He was dumber than usual, and it was for him to compare with fucking Kabuto. That isn't fucking right. He's been smarter, and he is not like fucking Kabuto. Itachi was more like fucking Kabuto.
Oh yeah, and also, we can say the second Hokage transported him to the sword. He's the reason that Sasuke died. It's the second freaking Hokage that transported him, getting stabbed in the chest, and like, oh, you could, so to a point where like you can compare him to fucking Kabuto, and then you can compare him to fucking like the second Hokage just doing that just to be a dick.
When the hell was the Sasuke Second Hokage being a dick to him?
Okay, next.
Like, the second Hokage is the
Next.
one that did it.
Okay,
Next.
enough.
Next. Please, Johnny, we get it. You fucking hate Sasuke. I'm still not finished here, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Overall, this chapter rocks. Period.
Period. Was that a fly?
No, that was me, using a guitar. Pretending to air the guitar.
It sounded like a mosquito.
It did. It's go
Got
on,
it.
Steve. Just go on.
I really hate mosquitoes. I'm allergic to them.
They love me. They love me. Like, everywhere they go, I'm the main target. My cousins love to joke.
Well,
My cousins joke that I... What?
You should wear a sign that says "Free Blood Bank."
Yeah. I don't need vampires to come after me. But it's like...
Everyone pretends to like the fruitcake.
Hey, I thought you were looking for a date. Because women are like vamp. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not the point. But it's just
A
like
blood
it's...
bank.
I pretty much am a blood bank at this point towards the mosquitoes. Like, my cousins love to joke that I'm their mosquito paladin because they just come flying towards me, and they're not exactly wrong.
Kicking? I want to do some kicking.
So,
Okay.
James, do you have any final thoughts before we end this podcast?
Well, my final thoughts is I just want to say thank you all for coming on to the show. Thank you, Patrick, for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And be sure that if you ever want on again, just be sure to hit me up. But
Okay, sure.
but try to call spaces as fast as you possibly can because these seats are filling up.
Mm.
Two, I'm probably not going
Call.
to do this ever again with this many people.
Yeah.
This is kind of a
It's
one-off
little
thing.
bit too much.
Yeah, because I think I got and kind of lost it once or twice.
Yeah.
Dude, we started talking about Fairy Tail and Power Rangers in between.
I was referring to
Oh,
my
I'm so
anger.
And would you
sorry,
believe that this?
fandom.
And would you believe that this is still not the longest podcast we've ever had?
Oh yeah.
At the start of the series, I was like, ramen. But then some bitches
Oh my
took
god, the
Sasuke.
ramen guy is going to take over the village.
The best advice I can give to people is know, as I said before, is know what to expect. Do not sit here and expect Sakura to punch out Cthulhu if you don't know what that metaphor means.
Oh yeah, I know what that means.
Yeah.
Then
So
you don't have to say it.
so really, and I'm saying this for your own benefit. The less you expect, the more satisfied you are going to be with the story. Like I said myself, I didn't expect Sakura to do anything. So everything that she has done has been a real big treat for me.
Yeah, no, I was like pretty sure like we were gonna have a final fight with Madara, like, and like Kakago game's like, wow, that's new. I would enjoy this.
Yeah.
This
And
chapter overall, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. It wasn't that great. I mean, it wasn't really that great because we are just like rehashing something we already knew about 2 or 3 chapters ago, as been repeated 2 or 3 chapters.
Mhm.
But it wasn't that bad either because we actually got a little bit more depth to something, and the more depth we get into something, the more we can establish later on that something does change. So it's not all bad. There is a silver lining. So yeah, it's a little bit of a mix of everything. It's not the worst chapter I've ever seen. It's not the best either. It's just right in the center.
I think the Sasuke
First chapter for you would probably be 627.
What? What you say?
Actually, my most favorite
Oh.
chapter is 663 because I fucking called it.
You call what?
No.
Okay.
Naruto and
God,
Sakura trying to save Naruto's life.
Oh yeah, and I predicted that Sakura's going to kiss Naruto and
No, the reason why this is so significant is because I predicted this 50 chapters ahead of time.
Damn.
Like, months
yeah,
ahead of
he's
everybody else, and everyone thought I was crazy. I was like,
It's psychic.
I got you. Yeah.
but
Should I?
And I
Anyway.
predicted that Naruto would fly, so yeah, I predicted that too. I'm a good predictor.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
look, there's this. The manga is not over yet. Okay, we have still so much to do, so much to cover. And do you know who I think is where Sakura's really gonna show great involvement?
Naruto.
sir.
Seven stuff.
The Naruto versus Sasuke fight. which everyone seems to keep forgetting.
But just keep saying.
Yeah, I know. It's like a lot of viewers are saying, I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm saying Sasuke's been shown to be a dick beyond belief, and we have no idea what the hell he said to the sage. And at the same time, he also showed he wants to kill Naruto. It's like all three of them are more saying, yes, Sasuke's going to try something.
And in many
Wait.
interviews, Kishimoto has said that the Naruto versus Sasuke fight will be the last thing he covers in his manga.
Mm-hmm.
So, no doubt that the fight is going to occur, but it's going to occur after the Kaguya fight.
Because and also can I add a minor thing to this? It's like it's with the Sasasaku fandom. It's like, yeah, guys, like I said, like it's denial, but like seriously, 5 chapters in, nothing but anti-Sasuke, nothing but anti-Sasasaku stuff. Stop trying to make Sasuke into what you want him to be. He's not.
Yeah. Sasuke is not, Sasuke is not a person, like, that would, I don't know.
Be nice.
Be nice. I mean, Sasuke is hardly ever nice. I feel sorry for caring now.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. She's the win.
Well,
That's
It's
it.
fucking nothing.
as I said, thank you guys for joining on. We'll probably see you next week. So,
Yeah, I'll be here.
you guys better
Wait,
call your
what?
seats really fast.
Okay,
How do I
already.
call seats? Per se? Just like
I
ask you or something?
I'll call my seat in the next 2 to 3 weeks. How about that? Give me a
I'll call my
position
seat
there.
Right now, I'll be here.
But how do you like call
Wait.
seats? Just like, be ready or something?
Just message me.
Oh, okay.
It's too late now.
Um,
Dang it.
but yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I lost.
I don't really care.
I lost.
I already know NaruSaku. I already know 4 Life called next week's.
I'm James S. Cassidy.
I'm Johnanthen Ten. Sorry.
I'm LKNMJH, also known as Steve.
His name is
the
Cooper.
man who. Yep.
Name
The
is
man
Steve.
who was
Oh,
the man who was barely on here, but somehow still made his commanding presence known.
Hooray for you.
Hooray!
And all on a promise to James here.
Big deal. I make my presence ominous all week.
Yeah, I wish I could make a podcast.
Do it.
Anyway,
Hey,
I still need
hey,
that
if Steve can
table,
do it, I
manga
can-
reader.
If Steve can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
No. Yeah,
Uh,
because I still need that table to flip manga reader.
yeah, I'm gonna flip the table of
My head's on fire!
Actually, I'm thinking, what would happen if, like, Kaguya's dream succeeds?
Who
Well,
knows?
still.
BlueStar, take it away.
What you mean with how everyone
Your
becoming,
entrance,
like,
your
sets-
exit.
Your
No,
You're ex-
everybody becoming a
I'm Blue Star Saber, and I'm British.
Okay. Okay. I'm Blue Star Saber signing off.
I'm Patrick, also known as Pat Xiao on Tumblr, and I'm actually one of the few new users who actually talked throughout the entire podcast.
Wait, let's see. Pat Chow, I think I'm following you as well.
That's quick. Okay.
I think it's P96822.
What? No. Oh wait. You okay? Sorry. What? Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
My head's on fire.
You're welcome.
Saying, till next week.